So, fam, I just did a reading and was interrupted by a work call. Thank you, Spirit, for interrupting me in that way. I got sucker punched yesterday. You can see how it's all swollen right here. It's hurting, and I actually brought an ice pack out because it's not going down. I was trimming my pomegranate, which is the forbidden fruit. There's so many messages in this. And the branch whipped back, and the handle hit me, and it was unexpected. It's funny how things happen in ahead of time for me to show me what's coming. I literally got sucker punched again yesterday by a person. Didn't expect that. Came out of left field, and it hurts because it was not valid. But what's coming up is jealousy. And it's funny because I already did this reading, and like I said, I got there it is. All right, we're going to do it again because this is double emphasis. What came out was Uriel and the Sphinx. So the Sphinx has got the head of a man and the body of a lion. Makes a lot of sense for the situation. And there's jealousy. Somebody, the way I read it is somebody has not given themselves fully to another because they're afraid of losing them. So what they do is they do things to make them jealous. And by doing that, it's going to make the other person hold on to you, right? Because you feel insecure. They're not doing something here, you are. You're insecure. So you got a problem. So what ends up happening is karma happens to bring a situation about to show that person what you've done. How does this feel? How does this feel to you? Doesn't feel good. Okay. What's going on between the two of you? My question is, I'm not even involved in this. So what's going on between the two of you is you guys need to examine your relationship, because there shouldn't be jealousy within a relationship. If I have to be jealous of my partner, or if my partner is trying to make me jealous, I'm out of that relationship, or I got to do some deep work on myself, right? So this message, Uriel and the Sphinx, the desert sands blow across the desert, obviously, and oftentimes the Sphinx has to be dug out. So it came in the reverse. So in the upright, it's about, you got to do some deep digging, right? You've already made some excellent headway on the situation, but you're going to have to do a little bit more to discover what's going on. That was if you had already begun. But in this situation, it came out in reverse. 21, graduation, in reverse. You did not graduate from this cycle. So this is now, because we're in Mercury retrograde, coming back around again, right? Once again, the desert sands have blown up against you, and it's because you've put aside something that you should have looked into. You put aside something, and you have a tendency to slip back into these deep emotional destructive patterns, mental, behavioral problems in regards to a situation. And Spirit says, this is quicksand, because you're going down like this, right? And pretty soon, if you don't reconnect and make the happiest effort. So you should be happy to do something that's going to help you, because there is someone both in the physical world and in the spirit world that can help you get out of this mess that you're continuing to find yourself in. So who is this kindred soul? They're asking the lion, who is this kindred soul that can help you? Who shares your quest? This is the relationship you need to work on. Song, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I'm going to ask for that gave me a lot of messages for my situation, or their situation, but I'm going to ask something else. So for you guys, you can ask a question, whatever it is, right? What is going on in this situation that I'm not aware of? What is it that's going on in this situation that I'm not aware of, or that I need to be aware of? What should I be aware of in regards to this situation, Spirit? Got a freaking show to be in on. There's reason for celebration. Too many came out though. I got a fashion show. I've got models walking for me with my creations, but I got to be up in there, and I don't want to look like I just got sucker punched. It needs to go down, but it hurts when you hold ice on it too. So there's a message in that, like this, whatever it is that you need to do for yourself, it might hurt. It might be painful. Like examining something that's hard for you to examine, right? Looking into something, maybe even bringing back up a situation that you that you let go of, that you buried down deep in that sand, and now it's being uncovered by Spirit, and it hurts. So this is helpful. How is that helpful? How is that taking the swelling down? But it does, even though it feels, God, it feels painful, right? It feels painful. It's hard for you to do this. It's hard to look at this. It's hard to go back. That's what Mercury retrograde's all about, man. Too many. Maybe this isn't the deck. Is there anything else that you want to show us? Man, what a hell of a year it's been. One more try. All right. So there's something that's been in the darkness. Ooh, and there's this nasty biatch. Wow, both of you are there. This one says, who the hell do you think you are? And why do you think this should happen for you? Or you can't do that. What makes you think you can do that? What makes you think that you are blah, blah? This is a nasty, this one's going to go bye-bye. I don't like that energy. Won't allow that energy in my field. No, it won't. This guy's got scars. This guy's been through it. But he's got pearls of wisdom as well. He wears this proud, and he should. He should wear his scars proudly. There, I got sucker punched and I live to tell the story. I will tell you, I got sucker punched and I didn't return it. I took the high road. I didn't lay down. I definitely spoke, but I was calm and I was not in the wrong. Someone lost their control of themselves. And so you got to look at that at a time. I did. I looked at it at a time when I felt that way, when I've done that, right? I've done that. I've done that, but I'm not that person. So let's agree to disagree on this subject, shall we? So something that's been bothering you, something that's been hidden in the darkness, is about to become something different. And you're not going to see it coming. I love it when they say that. You're not going to see it coming, even though I tell you, you're not going to see this coming. But when it does, when the time is right, it's going to reveal itself. There's something that's been growing. You can't see it. Maybe you can't even feel it. A lot of times we can feel it before we can see it, right? But this might be a situation to you that you feel is dying. The situation is done. The situation that there's no way. How is this going to happen? How is this going to bear fruit with all this going on? How's this going to bear fruit? I was cutting the branches of that pomegranate tree. They were full and huge and tall. And I recognized that the branches were too long to hold on to the fruit and they were dragging on the ground. So I cut it back hard. And I took a lot off of it. So sometimes we have to do that to ourselves. We have to cut back, right? We have to cut something off that's not working. We got to, no matter how painful that might be. It's like gangrene in your body. If you leave that unchecked, it's going to go to the rest of your body, right? So whatever struggle, whatever this challenge is, it looks like he's got a clamp on his ear. I don't know if you can see that. He's got a clamp on his ear. So someone is pulling back his ear. It could be the past thoughts, past memories, whatever this is, it's got a grip on him. But whatever this challenge is, right now, Spirit says, trust, it's going to work out. And not only that, but the thing that's causing the problem is actually making it work out. So Spirit has a knack for taking the problem and making it the solution, or at least part of the solution, right? This problem or this experience, it's actually helping you. It's actually helping you. And you're going to see it. There was actually a gift in this. So what they say is you're going to see soon that there was an opportunity hidden, a blessing hidden in this problem. It's just been waiting to transform into something different. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you got some answers out of that. I'm going to go back to helping myself right now. If I could help you with a private reading, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. And I would love to work with Spirit on behalf of you. Love you.